Okay, A51. It's Tuesday, another cool, mostly cloudy day. The sun did come out a few times. It was warm when it came out. Pretty nice day. Traffic is fairly light. Passenger loads are heavy. I mean, I'm having full buses on 67. Otherwise, boring day livened up by Pete Taylor, who came out to do a check ride. The check rides, yes, the check rides. Those are always interesting. It's always nerve-wracking to have a white shirt on your bus, no matter who he is. Because, you know, these are authority figures, you know. And, you know, authority figures, some of them are not so humble in their authority. Most of them are pretty good, but there's a few that like to be big shots, and they're irritating. Basically, they really can't do anything but criticize you. I had one guy, I think his name was Jack. I don't know if he's still here. I don't think he is. Oh, he was just miserable, man. He just, I don't know whether he intentionally wanted to come out here and can me, but he found all kinds of things wrong with me. And but then when I got the written report, it was nothing like the one that he was talking about. Anyway, this job here, you know, it's pretty, you can evaluate it on subjective criteria. That's a check ride. That's subjective. That means somebody's watching you and using their values to rate you. Or a position like this can be evaluated on objective criteria. Objective criteria is one standard applied to everybody. Now, objective criteria in the case of a bus operator would be, do I crash? Do I have complaints? Do I show up for work? If the answer is no, I don't crash, yes, I show up for work, and no, I don't have complaints, that's a pretty good indication that I'm doing something right. So, objective criteria is always the best way to evaluate anything, if it can be done. That's what all of their little reports that come out in there, you know, that's objective criteria. You know, you can't really argue with the facts. Numbers don't lie. I have 0 accidents. I have 13 years safe driving, so it's kind of irritating to have questions. But I know that's how they got to do that. So his issue was I wasn't watching the door. So let's watch the door. Okay, here's me watching the door. Watching the door. I'm gonna watch that door. Usually, everybody else got mirrors today. I think there's like a standard fault they find with everybody. It's either you're not looking at your mirrors or you're not watching the door. So, I mean, my seatbelt was on. I don't know. I did everything right. Everybody, you know, people get to where they need to go. People have a pleasant experience on my bus, you know. I think most people have a favorable view of TriMet as an agency when they ride in with me. I think that means something too. Anyway, so Pete, turns out he's been here forever. Not as long as Neil Burley, it turns out, who worked for Rose City, but Pete worked for the Tualatin Valley Stagecoach line, Stagecoach Blue Line. So he's got some real history there, and hopefully we'll get him to talk about that someday. That's it. Another day in paradise at TriMet.